This is God, and I'm proud to present to you the Rad Dudecast.
On your mic, get set, go! Podcast. Here we are. We're in. We're going. Anthony, you don't have a chair. You don't have a chair.
I don't use a chair here.
No, not anymore.
No,
I do. In your room, he stands.
Yeah.
This is a road game for him.
Yeah.
You turn the lights on real quick.
Yeah.
Dan, behind me, there's a cup of coffee with some equal on it. Can you pass it to me? Don't touch the equal because you and I are not equal.
There we go. The equal.
Oh
There.
God,
3
cup
packets.
of coffee is gonna.
So
I am
equal is
tired.
lady sugar
Yeah, why'd you give me lady sugar?
because I think I am trying to help
Equal.
you transition.
That's the thing. What were you thinking would get me equal? Would you think I use equal? So give me some sugar.
Yeah, I think
What's-
of you as a woman.
What's the
I'm furious.
what's the go-to brand?
Sugar.
That's not the brand.
Sugar is men's. Sugar is men's sweetener. Equal is
Yeah.
a lady spice.
It identifies as sugar, but it is lesser than, like a transgender human.
You know that's why.
Just kidding. That's kidding, guys. Oh God, you can't let that just
You
fly.
felt all the listeners get angry. Everyone objecting.
Oh, that's all I need is a tweet. Just can't be having people tweet. I've been cyberbullied.
Oh yes, we heard. Yeah, you were cyberbullied last night.
I was cyberbullied last night. I didn't get any sleep. I have not slept.
What's the context?
Yeah, all right, man.
Let's set it up. Let's set it up.
Paint the picture.
I have not had 1 minute of sleep last night
Yeah.
because I was cyberbullied.
Right. You keep saying that. So what? Who cyber? Was it on Twitter? What happened?
No, it was on internet Facebook.
On Facebook.
On internet
Okay.
Facebook.
So
Yeah.
So there was a post, a status. You jumped into an argument, a thread.
So I jumped. So here's what
They
happened.
really scrambled your marbles, huh?
My marbles are scrambled, baby.
Yeah.
I'm all scrambled up. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm a couple of eggs served to a human,
Well,
to a man at a diner.
Yeah.
And they said over easy, and they didn't bring them over easy. They brought them scrambled.
No.
Scrambled Greg brains.
So let us be the Greeks that make the eggs right again.
All right, but let me make sure we're recording because I have not slept and my brain is not working. We are
Well,
recording. Do you
yeah.
have anything to plug?
What?
The plug is early now.
What are you talking about?
No.
No, we'll do that at the end.
All right.
Anything to plug.
So, yeah, well, I got a plug, though. You get plugged, and everyone will go see you. Our many fans.
We'll do that at the end. Everyone listen till the end. But
I wanted to
first,
get to
the
the bottom
cyberbullying.
of your cyberbullying.
Corey Kleiss.
That's the
He'll
guy.
He'll come see you.
Yep.
Are you just naming people who listen now?
Yep.
One by one?
Because our fans are our family.
We love
So,
the fans.
I was cyberbullied.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Start at the top, man.
So, I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto lately.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Okay,
game. Pick it
'cause-
up in stores.
Yeah, that's my plug. Grand Theft Auto. It's
Yeah.
a 5-year-old game
Yeah.
that they made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Lately, you say lately, but you've been playing for quite a while.
Yeah, but it hit a new level where I was
Oh.
like, no, I want to get good. So I
Oh.
started watching videos, and I started giving it 100%.
Yeah.
I joined a Grand Theft Auto Facebook group.
That sounds like a crazy community.
Yeah,
is.
I mean, because the game itself
Yeah.
revolves around just hitting strangers, right?
Yeah,
Like
murdering
killing
is just
prostitutes.
yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah.
prostitutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you go on, people just scream the N-word.
Right, right.
You know,
It's a lawless
Oh,
world
so
in there.
You're playing over the headset, so you're talking to people.
Yeah, but I wasn't
Yeah, he
cyberbullied
plays over the
there.
headset. He talks so fucking loud.
Really?
Oh my god!
Is that
Not
why-
last night,
that
but
why you're
other
moving out?
times.
How
Yeah.
do you just match randomly with people? Is it like a Tinder,
Yeah, but I don't
basically,
talk to
for-
them. I talk to my own friends. I have my own friends come
Oh,
in.
you
I do
make
a private
chat.
session.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I put on this pay, and I created a gang in the game. It's like a gang. You start a CEO group, and you start a gang, and you can
What's-
name your gang.
Okay.
And I named them the Hot Men.
Okay.
And
Yep.
so I posted. That's the Craig Stowe move, you know, the Hot Men.
Classic Greg.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I posted a thing
Yep.
that said, "Who wants to join the Hot Men?"
Okay.
And you posted
You know?
this in
The Grand Theft Auto.
Facebook group.
Hot in
so
the
already
Facebook
the
group.
big
So-
Grand Theft Auto fans.
I said, "Who wants to join?" Yeah, go
The
ahead.
hot man.
I got one question.
Uh-huh.
Okay. At this point, I don't know if you know that. How many Facebook groups are you in?
I'm in like a several.
I mean, I'll say. I think most of the Facebook groups I'm in are ones Greg has added. Me to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Greg will do that. Is that if you want to talk about a Greg Stone move? It's joining an obscure Facebook group and then adding your friends into it.
Yeah.
All I know, Facebook groups are a thing that only Greg manages.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if anyone else has a feature to create a group. I wouldn't know how to make a group.
Wouldn't even know
if I tried.
how to make a group.
Yeah, I do.
I know you do.
I'm in the Rad Dudecast After Dark.
Yeah.
which we all know. Come join.
Yeah.
I am in Knicks Nation.
Yeah.
Which is a Knicks fan page that I go on there and I just ask questions about the Knicks.
There's a toy one.
There's 50 toy. I'm in 50.
There's
I'm in
that
50 toy groups.
Sure. I mean, there's the toy one in this 3-block radius. The
Yeah.
toy one
Yeah.
in New York region.
I mean,
Yeah.
Greg is going to weddings
Yeah.
from people in the toy group.
yeah,
I mean,
I did.
yeah, I know.
Brian Goldberg, great guy.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Only know him by way of email address. But there I was.
I mean,
So wait.
philosophize this. Where people philosophize.
In a science one, I think.
I'm in a science against the South. That is one.
Sure.
I'm in a million.
Yeah.
I'm in one of just myself. I made one. It's called the Cabal, and it's just me. Swear to God.
It's just where you go to get some peace and quiet.
Just
Some
a-
people sit
yeah.
by the lake. You
Yeah.
sit in that Facebook
It's
group.
where I
That's
write-
where Greg can be around Greg.
It's where I write
See what
my
Greg
thoughts.
posted and get angry at what Greg said and comment on it.
Yeah, it's like playing an old man who plays chess with himself over the
Right.
course of 1,000 years.
Right. I don't know that story.
It's another group I'm in. Chess by
It's the
yourself.
story he wrote in the group. You wouldn't have read it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people
You'd
who play.
know if you were in the
You
group.
need the password to the Cabal to access.
Yeah, I
So-
just write my own thoughts in the Cabal, and then I come back later and I go, well, "These aren't ready for anyone else yet."
That's
you're
not
in-
a bad.
So you made the hot men group. Are women allowed in this group?
That's what it says. Right in the post, it says, "Hot men, women are welcome.
Yeah. Oh, cool. All
No
right.
uglies." And by uglies, I mean on the inside.
Right.
You know, I'm talking about beauty,
Right.
any kind of beauty.
inner beauty.
Yeah.
Any kind of beauty.
Right.
You could be like on the inside, ugly on the outside, but then you got a nice car. You're welcome. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
you are.
Something attractive about
So
it.
Something.
how are
Yeah.
you judge? How do you have specific beauty standards that you're going? Who is there a liaison of beauty?
I think
Is
he's
what I'm
you're
asking.
trusting other people to make their own judgment.
I just figure everyone think they're beautiful and they think it's funny and they'd come in. That's what I
Sure.
thought. I was like,
Yeah.
people just go, "Oh, this guy likes hot. This guy's
See,
a hot man."
you're used to being in the cabal, where
Yeah.
everything's welcome.
Yeah. Well,
So how many
It's all funny.
joined?
first of all, what is funny is that I got in the first 70 the Grand Theft Auto community. By the way,
Yeah.
75,000 people in this group.
Right. This is a big group. Now
This
this
is
has
a
got to be
big-
your
This
biggest.
is one of the most successful games ever.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
the most successful games ever, and it also attracts probably some of the most violent future offenders
Angry,
Moss.
that this country's got.
angry, unfucked teenage boys.
Yeah.
Like the most dangerous group.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Two people
The-
walk right
like
up
where
to me.
people who go, YouTube comments are too boring for
Right.
me.
Yes. Yes.
Someone was just like, "I don't like you."
They like
I
women
don't like
too
you
much.
either.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you ever
Yeah,
cut
it's
off-
like Moss Eisley.
Yeah, you just cut off my Star Wars impression, Dan, and I'm too sensitive right now, as I have been cyber bullied.
So what happened? What happened? 75,000 people. Yeah.
I put this up, and I'll get a few laughs. Yeah, right. Immediately, 50 people. Gay, this nigga gay. You gay, you so gay. And I was like,
Yes.
And now I'm not just gonna go, I'm not gay, because now I'm like acting like. So I'm like,
Right.
all right, I'm gay.
Sure.
and that's cool.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
cares?
yeah,
But
yeah.
isn't a gay, but
Right.
hot men. I kept explaining, hot men is not a gay group.
Right.
It is about
It's a
men-
beauty group.
Yes, it's about men experiencing the hotness of other men. It's just hot men being hot, man.
There's a lot of nuances you're trying to push to
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto fans.
One
but
guy,
okay.
two guys out of
Yeah.
75,000 people, two guys got it, and
Cool.
two guys were laughing.
Yeah.
and just people are. I found out I found out about a new song called "Man's Not Hot," which is by Big Shaq, and it's just a song about man's not hot. That guy who never gets hot, and not sexually. It seems like he's like, you got a jacket on. And he's
Internal temperature is
man's
just always cold.
never gets hot.
Man's not hot.
Yes,
Right.
I
As
leave
in,
my jacket
as
on.
in man.
Man,
The primordial man.
never gets hot. So you
whatever.
have hundreds of those.
Sure.
People call them the gay. And I'm not really when I tell you, more than 75 people wrote, this guy's talking about hot men. He's a ugly AF, which means ugly as fuck.
Right.
So 75 people. I now know what it's like to be you, which is crazy. 75 people.
I did not think this entire story would just be a
Man,
left turn into an old bit.
Yeah. You know what they say about bullies? They bully right back.
Well, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Hurt people.
75 people called me ugly to my face, and I just kept saying, huh?
How did they know what you looked like?
His profile
My
picture.
favorite.
Oh my God.
He's got
Good Lord, man.
see
Yeah.
a dozen pictures of him
Yeah.
One, and then like so.
through the years.
I mean, you're really like trying to be, like Martin Luther King, who's just like, when the cops come for us, we'll show them open arms, or I don't know what he said, but you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say here? Yeah.
I wrote them all.
We'll fight them with love.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm writing them all back.
Dr.
and being,
King's famous Facebook groups. Misunderstood.
I believe he was in the cabal.
Yeah. I'm writing them all back and being funny. Like I'm
Yeah.
like being funny. I'm not taking it personally because I'm like
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about being ugly. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm a funny guy and
Yeah.
I'm fine. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not.
That's what a hot
I'm
man
fine.
preaches.
Yeah.
Beauty wherever.
Beauty wherever.
So if you see ugly in my nose, in
Yeah.
my cheeks, Greg, look at me. My
well,
eyes.
I put my volume up because you guys keep interrupting me. So I'm just whatever. I'm like I'm laughing. I go do my set at Stand Up New York.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I come back, and there's over 100 more comments, and not one of them is positive. Every one of them is people going deep into my profile, being like,
Yeah.
"Look at you, motherfucker! You
Yeah.
the ugliest motherfucker I've ever
These
seen."
are probably 16-year-olds, right?
well, one
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Well, one
Kid.
Well, yeah, but I
Kid,
found
yeah.
out later that he was a kid.
Yeah.
He wrote some shit that was like, some shit, and I'm like, hey man, like, so do you want to be in the group or what? You know?
And
he
you're
was-
still trying to win him over.
That's fun.
These kids probably born after 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To win over.
And he was like, oh, you mean your gay orgy? And then I was like, it could be, And then he goes, yo, I'm 16, you're a pedophile. And then I wrote,
He might be right.
yeah. But then they pull some picture of me dressed as Yoda,
Uh-huh.
which, and I was like,
Jesus.
And I was like, yeah, man, this is like, you definitely a pedophile with this Yoda picture. And I went, yeah, this is from when I was on TV. Have you ever met someone on TV? Because I was on Friends of the People.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
really a big deal, but, and then these people just
Yeah,
kept going.
I bet they respected that.
Yeah.
Try dropping your True TV credit to these,
Yeah.
these kids calling you gay.
Yeah.
You talking about Josh's old show? Yeah. Shit, we didn't know we were dealing with Greg.
Yeah,
The
man.
Greg? Yoda Greg?
Season 1, Episode 9.
So then this final kid, he just wrote, this motherfucker mad ugly, right? And I'm like, oh, God. And then I click on his page, and he has got nothing but poetry. He posts
Oh, man.
all of his poetry.
Oh, and this is a 16-year-old kid.
No, this is a man. This is
a man?
This is a 30, 40-year-old man.
Oh, jeez,
who
what's he
posted
doing?
poetry.
Oh, boy.
And I wrote, yo, you're calling me ugly? And I went, with all that poetry you're posting?
Oh, this is insane.
Yeah.
You went to their level?
And
Oh, no.
this is why I had
This is not what the cabal preaches.
I know. And this is what happened.
Greg,
This is
the
why
tenants. Look to the tenants.
Yeah. Every one of his poems has one like, right? And he goes, girls, women love poetry. And I wrote, yeah, I can tell by the likes, right? And then he was like, whatever. And then I was like, he was like, this is my other Facebook profile, my other ones. And I was like, oh, it must have likes well up there within the
These guys even
fives.
play?
You gotta wait till I'm done with the fucking joke. Stepping on my punchlines.
Go on.
Not a punchline, but it's the end of the story, right? So then I'm like, yeah, it must be up there in the fives, And then he's like, nah, man, I got more. And I go, yeah, you must have hundreds of friends who look at you and then go, why is he posting this bullshit? And then I go, oh my God, what have I become?
Right.
I've become the monster that they are.
Yeah.
And so then I went, fuck this, deleted the post,
Right.
left the group,
Yes.
and I'm going to read you some of their poetry.
Oh, that's
Great.
I
That's fun.
screenshotted
Yeah.
2 of them.
So, okay.
So now
So this is now full bullying of this anonymous person.
Yeah, he cyberbullied me. And
This
guess
is what have I become, and now this is who I am.
Yes. Yeah, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. He called me ugly and tagged his friends to be look how ugly this motherfucker is.
Okay.
So I'm going to read his poetry on the podcast.
And promoting it. You're
Man,
promoting his
I'm not gonna say
poetry.
his
you've
name.
strayed so far from the cabal.
Well, I'm saying you think that, all right, I don't have to read it.
Read
But
it.
Is that what the listeners want?
Yes, the listeners, obviously, we need to fill time.
Yeah.
So obviously, you got to read it.
Yeah.
But fundamentally speaking, is it wrong? Sure.
Is
of
it
course.
wrong?
100%.
Yeah.
Read his poetry?
Yes.
I'm not going to say his name. And he doesn't know me.
That's
He didn't even know I was famous.
Yeah, but people could go back to the Facebook fight you were in with
No,
him.
I deleted everything.
Oh, you deleted everything.
And I
okay,
left,
then.
and I burned it to the ground. I burned the past, as Kylo Ren has said.
Napalm the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe it's a pretty good poem. I haven't read it.
All right, then. If you burned all the footage, nothing can be traced back to this guy.
Yeah.
The guy called me ugly AF.
I'm not saying I'm not on his side.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you have become what you hate.
And then he tagged his friends and went, look how ugly AF this guy is. And then they wrote, ha ha, that N, mad ugly.
You keep saying AF like a grandfather.
Yeah. As fuck.
Yeah,
we
Ugly
know.
Yeah, we
as
know,
fuck.
man.
Yeah.
Strange.
Someone-
Earlier you said the N-word, but you won't say as
Well,
fuck.
because I was tired and I
I know,
forgot
I
to
get it. I
bleach
totally
myself.
get it.
Go ahead.
Bleach I didn't bleach my words.
You didn't bleach him.
I didn't bleach them. That's a better poem than this guy wrote. And I write poetry.
I know that.
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
surprised you didn't respond with
That's
one of your
one,
poems.
one of the groups. Yeah.
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 I can't believe how deep they went. That was my thing.
They go. They're internet
That's-
trolls.
That
No,
Yoda
that's-
picture is from a long time ago.
No. If
Yeah.
people hate you on the internet, they will find whatever. They will not stop.
Yeah, but
What?
that's also
Because it's
the-
not that tough.
What did you? I mean, I think it's interesting what you did. I mean, we'll get to the poetry for sure. I just think
Yeah.
there were a couple of things I wanted to touch on that maybe
Yeah.
you wanted to talk about more.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting what you did in terms of like what happens if you do this within the world of like Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Like, what are the repercussions? How does it all play out? I think that's fascinating to me.
Also-
Do you know what I mean?
No.
You posted a thing that says this is the Hot Men Club.
Yeah.
To a group of probably violent teenagers
Yes.
who are just looking for trouble
Yeah.
to see what's the outcome of this.
Yeah.
From like, I guess just like an experimental measure, not a measure of like, because if someone earnestly was like, this is my life, that's
Yeah.
like a nightmare for them. But this
Sure.
is what could happen if
Yeah.
you were in earnest did this. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I was a 17-year-old kid, that's the thing. I mean, I
Right.
literally walked away and went, okay, I don't really care because I know I'm not ugly.
Yeah.
But if I was a kid who has not built this, I was hurt.
There are probably many closeted kids in that Facebook
Right.
group that saw you and like, okay, this is not the community for me to display who I am. I
Yeah.
need to find another Facebook group.
Oh, so you're saying
So
I may have saved a few people.
Yes.
I think you, yeah.
If anyone was going to like,
Come
you know
out
what?
to the
We
Grand Theft
play
Auto group.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto
That's funny.
every
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
I trust these people.
Yeah.
And then they see Greg, hot men,
Yeah.
and getting lambasted.
dude.
Yeah.
They're like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I'll look up a RuPaul's Drag Race Facebook
Yeah.
group.
Right.
Something.
They're at home. They're like, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's been the holidays.
Right.
These are my friends. I'm
Yeah.
going to do it. I'm going to
Yeah.
say something tonight. And then
Yeah.
you, stranger, comes into the group. Who's this new guy, Greg? Picture hot man. Yeah, exactly. Screamed at. And then they're like,
Every
all right.
Halloween costume he's ever
Oh,
had.
God, I guess I'll hang in here till next Thanksgiving. Or
Oh,
whatever.
that-
Jesus,
I mean-
I was Princess Leia last year. I can't go have them dig through that.
Yeah.
The realness, the actual realness
Yeah.
of this
Yes.
that I think is crazy is that I literally was like, I was hurt because I not even hurt
Sure.
so much as the thing. I was like, there's people out there that do this.
Right.
These are their people's lives. They're so fucking mean.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
viscerally mean.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit about my looks.
Right.
But I was like, man, like I want to go outside and kill myself. I don't want to be on this earth. If you're a kid, of course kids are shooting each other. They should be shooting each other. They should be. They should be killing each other.
Why? Because they're all mean?
Because they're all mean. Why wouldn't you Columbine
All
after
right.
that? I would Columbine.
We
I
took
would
a-
Columbine.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
Yeah. You took a right and I got lost.
What he is saying is that because of the cruelty that kids suffer through
Yeah.
with each other, they should be attacking each other just to cancel out all of their
Well,
cruelty.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Or
that
how are they not? It's amazing
how
that
are
they're
they?
not.
How are
not?
they not? Okay.
I mean, the fact that only 1 or 2 school shooters a month is impressive.
Right.
Because I literally was like, well, I'm a 36-year-old man with confidence.
Right.
I'm gonna get a gun. And I'm gonna go to fucking shoot everybody here.
That's a funny angle. I don't know. I think that's a funny angle.
Yeah.
It's. I
Because
mean, like
of
this is
how
the tip of
mean
the
they are.
iceberg.
Yeah.
Totally.
I was 17. I'm like, I don't give a shit about my looks.
Also-
but I was like, I'm an ugly person.
But also, you're an adult who's built up some tolerance. Imagine
I'm a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Puts this shit. Who's a professionally able to
Yeah.
divert people's hate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I
yes,
was
yes.
like, they've
That's
gotten
funny.
through the defenses.
Right.
Yeah, and imagine being 15, 16.
And you care if
Never-
you're good looking.
Right. You have no
Right.
no one's validated you in
Yeah.
any way. No one's
Ever.
validated you professionally,
Right.
sexually,
Yes.
anything.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And
Of course.
you're getting internet hatred.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
you
would've-
live next to a Walmart. It's like, man,
Yes.
it's going to happen.
Walmart's 24 hours.
And they're 24 hours.
I would have went.
So
last
is the
night.
internet.
Yes. I would have went to
funny.
Walmart and said, "Give me a
That's
gun."
funny.
They would have said, "What kind?" I said, "Whatever's loaded. Whatever you got loaded." And I'd have thought,
Yeah.
You got any loaded ones?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude. And then I was like, actually, like shell shocked.
Yeah.
And I was also just, I mean, not even for myself, but just like, I thought we've moved forward.
Right.
We have not moved forward.
No.
The world is, you got to work on whatever it is that you do, and you got to give it to the world and make this place a better place, because this place is a bad place. I literally was like, I got to do more comedy to make the world better.
You're talking about a very small, I don't know if it's small, but you're talking about a very corroded section of the world.
But the thing is,
teenagers
yes.
on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's a physical location, that's Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
That's the West.
And
It's
that's only the
lawless.
ones that know how to use the internet.
Right.
There's still people
Right.
who just like, I don't go on Facebook, I don't do groups,
Right.
but I'm way more hateful and angry.
Right, but also
Well, but most of those,
Yeah,
sorry,
what
but
were you
most of
gonna
those
say?
people know how to use because they have the most time on their hands and the most pent up anger because they
Yeah.
have all that time on their hands.
Yeah.
So that will be the last sign of progress.
And to make a weird case for some of the, I mean, I remember I used to be a bored teenager.
Yeah,
you know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, sure.
I've said a lot of regrettable things on the internet
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, to me it's a joke, and I'm just making my friend next to me laugh.
Yeah.
of course.
Because I don't think it's real, and like you don't see the real.
You're not looking at anybody.
I'm not looking at anybody. You don't see the ramifications of your actions. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is funny. I'm saying a bunch of crazy shit. I remember going to chat rooms.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure,
I remember
yeah.
catfishing people.
Yeah, totally.
Not like leading it on for like
Yeah.
6 months, but having a good time, for the night.
Yeah.
I was being funny, too.
Yeah.
The hot men. That's the name
Yeah,
of
but
the
that's
gang.
an advanced. That's a vulnerable.
It's a very
being
advanced
funny.
joke.
You have to have already gone through a bunch of forms of acceptance in
Yeah,
your head
exactly.
to then loop back to irony.
This is
Yeah.
my first post ever there.
Right. Also,
Yeah.
it's pretty strong out of the gate.
3-pointer
Yeah.
from the fucking back line.
Yeah.
Went right over the rim.
You're doing something that if you just wrote that a status for your Facebook friends,
Yeah.
they would understand. Oh, this
Yeah.
is Greg. This is your sense of humor. You know,
Think
but then
about
without that,
Amy Schumer.
Sure.
Amy Schumer puts out a special that's not very good. And people go, this fat, ugly pig.
Right.
sure.
She's ugly and she's a pig and she steals
Yeah.
jokes. And it's
Sure.
like, why, guys?
How is she not shot up a school?
How is she not shut up at school? How is Amy Schumer not shut up at school?
That's why. Yeah, I mean, I would be in such. I mean, I can't wait to be in just a nice bubble. You know,
Yeah.
just removed from all of it.
Yeah.
Not hear anything that goes on there.
Get a flip phone.
You see some of those like older famous guys, and they're like, "Hey, he's so out of touch." It's like, man, I wish.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to be way out of touch.
Yeah.
Well, it's the best. Anytime I ever go away, like physically, I'm out of. I love New York and comedy and everything, but when I'm out of there and I
Yeah.
don't have to be on social media and answering texts and
Sure.
emails and all
Yeah.
that, it's like amazing.
yeah.
Right.
I would be a guy in a cave. Fucking next week. You know?
Yeah, man. I can't
Just
wait to get off
making
this.
my own soap.
I almost,
1 year away from a manifesto.
It's like you'd go through withdrawal, I think, probably at first, but then the other side of it has to be beautiful
Yes.
when you come out
Yeah.
and are just.
And that's the thing. That people,
Huh?
people are, that's the thing.
It's like a runner's
People are
high.
cowards. They're cowards. Say it to my face.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you
Yeah.
up, dog. I'll
Yeah.
fuck you up.
The
Well-
thing is, probably most of them would never say it to your face.
Yeah.
And then there'd be one or two gutsy ones who would.
Yeah.
They get
And that's fun.
fucked up. I'm ripping people
Fucked up AF.
AF. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up, man. I'll fuck you up.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
That
So
is such a funny, like as an older guy, to be like, they kept calling me ugly AF. What's AF? You know, it's
Yeah.
just a funny, like, thing.
all right, now what do you guys think of this poem?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
that-
all right, yeah, back
not
to the
that
poem.
Okay.
long. I'm desperate for changing, starving for truth. I'm closer to where I started, chasing after you. I'm falling even more in love with you, letting go of all I've held on to. I'm standing here until you make me move. It's hanging by the moment. That's a Lifehouse song. This guy's not even writing his own
These are-
poetry.
these
He
are
wrote a
song
Lifehouse
lyrics.
song.
Oh,
These
man,
are
that's
song
great.
lyrics. You screenshot song
Wait,
lyrics.
what about this one? Maybe this is a song.
Yes,
because there's
all my
you-
troubles seemed so far away. What kind of poem was that?
So wait, hang on, Greg.
So, this guy didn't even write poems.
Hang on, man. Let's back up a
What's word?
second.
Yeah.
So does this mean both are funny? Both
I
are
don't
funny
know.
options. Does this mean that you saw that he wrote, just screenshotted a thing, and you were
Yeah.
like, "This guy writes poetry,"
Yeah.
or did he say, "I write poetry," and you're just realizing this is a song?
No, I saw he wrote poetry, and then I was like, "Yo, my man, you write poetry." And
But he was just posting songs.
he was just posting, but his whole page
Did he
was song
say
lyrics.
he writes poetry?
He went, "Women love poetry."
Oh,
I
okay,
think
so
all
I
right.
think he's passed. I'll be honest.
he's passing that off.
I
as
think
You
poetry.
think he's
passing
passing
this off
it?
as his
Okay,
own poetry.
yeah.
He's taking old '90s grunge
Yeah,
songs
and thinking nobody knows him.
and people don't know.
But in fairness, it worked on Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It did. I didn't get through it.
You're like, all right, he's a poet.
So now, in response to him, we're bullying Lifehouse. God knows if the whole band's listeners.
They probably are all killed themselves anyway.
Those guys are having the same talk. You were so mean online.
Yeah. I was a Rad Dudecast fan. Then those guys fucking bashed me for an hour.
Fuck this guy. I mean, it was all of that anyway. So he didn't have
Yeah.
anything else but him putting up song lyrics and poetry. And there was one that definitely was original because it made no sense.
Some song lyrics are nonsense.
Yeah, but I think that he's filtering in his poetry with he writes one and people are like, man, that's
Probably
not that great.
fine.
And he's like, but also this one, and people go, damn, Lifehouse, that's solid.
I wrote we've all written poems, though.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I read it.
I went through a very. I have a computer that, fortunately for me, got a virus.
Yeah.
You can't turn it on because that thing is all poetry.
Yeah.
That's all. That computer is literally a breakup from, I think, 2005 to 2007.
Yeah.
That's just computer that's a breakup.
Yeah.
And it is a nightmare. I'm so glad that,
Remember
that thing
any of
won't-
them? Remember any?
Oh,
any
Empty
verses?
House? Absolutely. Empty House. It's about a
Oh,
home
Empty
where
House.
love doesn't live anymore. It moved out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had it move out.
I was like, and where do I send this?
Yeah.
I mean,
Poetry.com.
This can't just be sitting
I
here.
can't just sit on Empty House. This is too good.
Yeah. Friends of Lord Byron.
Yeah.
That's where you
Oh,
send
yeah,
it.
I remember that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Where you send it.
Afghanistan kid.
Yeah. Greg took the reins on that.
War Truth. Is the war the truth? It's War Truth. That's a poem. I just wrote it. It's called War Truth. All you gotta do is change the way you talk. And you're just saying it. Cheery O's. Are we cheery? No. Cheery nose. 3 words. That's a poem.
Did you write poetry, Perlman?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Afghanistan kid one.
Oh, right.
Not
right.
protected, not sheltered, knows of nothing that went wrong, sleeps when they can, yet the war still goes on. It's
Wow.
kind of like War Truth, now that I think about
Pretty
it.
good.
Yeah.
Did you write that seriously, or did you write that to be funny?
I had to write it in school. They made us write
Oh.
stuff after 9/11.
Oh, right.
And then they made me and the few other kids read it in front of the school.
Wow.
Oh, great.
That was brutal.
Next
That
up
was
is
brutal.
Dante with Burn Baby Burn.
Wow.
Missed the mark, did he?
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Young man. There's no need.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You got to poetry late. And you got to poetry as a fun thing to do when you're high.
Yeah. Yeah, you taught me about poetry.
I don't know what I taught you.
He
Tell you that it exists.
You
I
said,
showed him Empty House.
here's
and
some
that
poetry.
broadened his horizons.
And then when
Yeah.
I love this as a comedic art form.
Yeah, that is true.
And I just wrote my own. And I write it when I'm high, and
Yeah.
I love it.
It's the funniest because it's the thing that takes itself the most serious.
Yes.
Yes.
So
That's
it's like
that's
inherently the
funniest stuff.
funniest.
Yes.
And the one rule that would make it anything, they go, well, sometimes we don't have to rhyme. Like, well, what's like the one rule that makes it what it is? So if it's not rhyming, then what is it? It's just
Yeah.
words with power. Fuck you. Fuck you. Idiot.
The only
That's the only rule. That's what makes it a thing.
right.
Say some words and then make them rhyme. Yeah, but sometimes I don't make them rhyme. Then what are you saying?
Well, people
Then just tell me how you feel. Don't make it this weird roundabout way.
when people break that rule with stand up also. Like the only thing is it has to be funny and some people are like, yeah, but this isn't about that.
Fun fact, they're
But-
not comedians.
I'll
I know.
say about that
That's
is that
poetry.
that's subjective. Because somebody can go, that's
Right.
funny. No one can
Sure.
go, hey, that rhymes to me.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah. But I've seen some stand-up though that people went. No one was like, "Well, no, that is not funny." No one thinks it's funny.
yeah.
That's funny to no one. That's funny to a guy who died.
That is
He's
as
dead.
funny as a non-rhyming sentence
Yeah.
rhymes.
It's funny to worms.
That is mathematically unfunny.
Yeah, and so it's not even it's not even so bad. It's funny. You just went up there and just said a bunch of words together,
yeah.
and no one cares. Just tell me how you feel then. If you're doing poetry
Yeah.
that doesn't have any rhyming, then just go, "Hey, I'm sad, man," and I'll go, "All right, dude.
Right.
All right, you know, let's tell me
Right.
why you are sad.
Right.
I'm sad because my mom yelled at me.
Right.
Okay,
But then they
just
don't-
write that.
But they don't do that. They need a
No.
metaphor.
No.
There has to be a butterfly on someone's back.
They
or
write
something.
shit that's
Yeah.
like anger. I have it. Who is it? She took it. And that kind of rhymed.
Empty
That's already
house.
better than what they're doing. Empty house, Afghanistan, 1977. What was that like? Was Afghanistan even around in the 60s?
The 60s?
It kind of popped up in 1970.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Thank you. So can I move on to our second segment?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll move on to our
Second
second segment because Dan has been filling in
Yes.
with
yeah.
for
Brendan.
I know his name. I was
you
doing
took a while. I
pregnant
didn't know
pause.
You know.
So people aren't
Rough
up to date on why is everyone checking their phones?
But you
I
pulled
was
out yours.
eliminating-
Yeah, there's a quiz I
Okay,
looked
go ahead.
up.
Go
I was
ahead.
eliminating topics.
Oh, okay, good. So this is a quiz
Uh-huh.
to get to know, because Dan is one of our new partners.
Sure.
It's a quiz to get to know your
One of them.
partner better. Yeah, the partners.
Many people in here.
You've been elevated to partner. Rad Dudecast partner.
Wow.
We made you a partner
Yes.
until Brendan comes back and then you're out. Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Swiftly. We won't even call you. You'll just be gone. And people will
You will
go,
find out when it comes out.
No longer on the podcast. Friendship terminated.
you're going to
We're
call
blocking
like,
your number.
In fact, I'm mad at you.
you're going to call and go, hey, when are we doing the podcast? And I go, what? You've never been
There's
a part
never
of this.
been a podcast.
But until then, we'll get to know you better. So 100 questions to ask your...
100. Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
100.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
You're going to
how
ask
many-
questions until Brendan comes back.
Did you just go on Yahoo questions? You're just going to apply them to Dan?
Yeah, let's get 100 questions to ask your partner.
This is romantic questions.
It's not. It's not. It's about
No,
partners.
this is for partners.
Yes.
This is for partners.
Question
This is
number
for
one.
podcast partners.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. Dan,
Yeah.
you answer, and then Anthony, you also answer, because that's fun, too. I don't want to keep you in the silent mode. I don't want to
Great.
keep you silent.
Great. Thanks, Greg.
Question number one.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory of dating me? Partner questions.
Yeah.
All right, that might be a love one. Okay, we'll skip.
All right.
What is your sexual memory of us? Favorite. Okay, that's also one. All right, now this one is not a sexual one.
Okay, go ahead.
3. What food reminds you of me?
All
Can
right.
you answer that? And we'll
Yeah.
watch you stab?
Yeah.
You want to?
No, this is about you.
Okay.
So let's do you.
You go
Yes.
first.
I'm gonna say a cheeseburger, right?
And that reminds you of me?
Yes.
I'm like a cheeseburger to you?
Yeah, because it's a diner. It's something that's like you feel energized afterwards.
Oh.
It's filling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, with fries.
Oh, all right.
And
Free?
a couple onion rings thrown in there, free because you dined and dashed.
Nice.
In my memory.
Anthony, you would like to take this
Yeah.
one?
I'd say a chicken parm.
Oh, that's a great one.
Because I've seen that dribbling down your fat little mouth.
I have a little mouth. I have a fine-sized mouth.
I mean, you didn't object to fat. It was little mouth.
Little mouth, how dare you?
It is what it is, but I have a very big mouth. Being bullied again. Ooh,
The GTA group.
Okay, question
Yes.
7. What? I mean, and you guys tell me when you don't want to do these anymore, because there's 100. We're not going to get to all of them.
Hopefully, we'll get through
Yeah.
all of them. Yeah.
Which of your parents are you mostly like? Dan, buzz in.
Probably my mom.
Your mom.
Yeah, but I look like my dad. That's why I don't want a beard.
Oh,
'Cause I already look a little bit
you're-
like him.
You don't want to look like him.
I don't want to need.
Why do you
fully
not want to look like your father?
Because we already, it's I don't know, because we're not close.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, this is why they ask these questions.
Yeah,
So it
this
gets
is
too
to
vulnerable.
get to know you
I liked it better when we were talking about your fat self-eating chicken parm.
with a big mouth.
With that teeny weeny mouth.
I don't have a big mouth.
Little baby mouth.
Well, I get my whole mouth around this microphone.
You can't hear if you're listening, but Greg just swallowed the microphone.
So what's going on with you? The third question is what's going on with you and your dad, man?
That's the third question.
the third one. Oh, we went back.
real
huh? We were up to
sexual
7.
Yeah, we were. I got a good memory.
Number 2. What sexual position do you like that we do? Number 3, what's going on with your dad?
Which one of your parents are you most like?
This
Anthony?
is the kind of.
I'm most like my mom. My dad's dead.
Yeah.
My mom is alive, and
Well,
I'm alive.
That's why I always say you have olive skin, like as if dirt is on you. Similar to your father.
That's funny. That's funny.
Worms. He's got worms in his pockets, like his father.
You're like a corpse.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Come with your dad.
But have you any fun things about your dad that you might have taken on?
No, I
Stamp
don't.
collecting?
I don't know if they do as much of a stamp collector.
And neither are you.
Yeah,
So you're alike in that way.
a couple bad drivers. I don't know.
Yeah. And how are you like your mom?
I'm like my mom in a lot of ways. Both of us are big people pleasers.
Yeah.
And
You don't ever try to please me.
no, not you. I do make an exception for you. I go the opposite for you. Everybody
Always
else,
an
I
exception to
really
the rule.
try to make sure that they're okay and they're happy. But not you. You're really on your own.
Because you're so okay. You
Yeah.
are so self-sufficient.
Yeah.
That it's almost like
You're the one
you can
guy-
be whack-a-mole down.
Well, not
and
anymore.
Would not impact.
Not
You're the
since
one
the
guy I
cyberbullying.
don't need to worry
Since
about.
the cyberbullying.
Oh yeah, you need to be picked up by your bootstraps after that cyberbullying.
Ugly AF. Is like, that's my new screen name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to get back to the beard Dan thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Dan.
That makes sense because then he's all. If you look a lot like him and he's
Right.
got a beard,
Yes.
that's already out there.
Yes.
Why are you going to do that?
Oh, they
again?
already made that guy.
They already
They
made that guy.
Yeah, now
Yes.
you're a bootleg.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need So make my own thing.
You make your own
without that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
So did your dad, hurt you? Just kidding. JK, guys.
JK. Boy, the cyberbullying
Yeah.
really turned Greg into a 13-year-old.
Which of our kids are most like you? What? Oh, okay. Or
This
if
is
you
assumed that you guys have kids.
This is
Or
this
if-
is what to ask on your silver anniversary.
or if you aren't parents yet, do you ever picture having kids? Do you ever picture having kids, Dan?
Yeah, I was just talking about this. I think adopting's the way to go.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course.
They should stop because they shouldn't let people have more kids until they claim all of the ones that are already out there.
Yeah, that's a bit I do. Just
Oh, you
kidding.
did the thing of banning for a year.
Yeah,
I like, that's a
but
great
then
bit.
once you said that, I said I'm going to add that to the bit. So now it's like a bit I do.
Also, I'd say a thing.
It's like a bit I plan to do.
I'd say a thing. Yeah.
Well, but it's like you sell some stuff from the garage before you buy more.
Of course, you can't
Clear
just have all
space,
that. Yeah,
right.
clear some
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Totally. Also, and this, if your girlfriend gets pregnant, she's
Uh-huh.
got that over you. You know what I mean?
Got what over you?
She can be like, "Look, I carried a baby for 9 months, and
Yeah.
I popped
Right.
out a baby.
Right.
You know what I
It's
mean?
like-
You can't get mad at me.
It's like, no, you
Yeah,
didn't.
it's like
no, you didn't.
like- it's
Equal partners.
it's like when they bring
we
home
both
Chinese
put money
food.
on the
that
table.
was
for
made
this
in
kid.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't cook this food.
Yeah.
You bought the cake at the bakery.
Right.
I'll throw it out the goddamn window if I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
So I don't give a shit about this kid. Get him out of here. You didn't even make it.
Yeah.
You couldn't even be bothered.
How dare you bring this up in a fight? I
Yeah.
paid more for him.
This
than
is
you
just like a
did.
bit I'm going to do.
Hey, you got a great new 10 minutes.
Everyone knows if you say it on the Rad Dudecast, I financially own it.
You're gonna read the fine print.
Okay, this is number 9.
Yep.
What's your best physical feature? And don't say that nose, Dan, because no one likes it.
It says it in the print.
This is
Captain
best,
Hook knows.
best feature. Well, this is I don't look at myself.
Oh,
really,
actually,
so
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
This
know.
is what's my best physical feature. You have
Oh,
to say
good.
what's mine. What's Greg's best physical
Oh.
feature?
Oh.
Be honest. Let's have a real Greg compliment session.
You got nice hair.
really?
Yeah.
Great head of hair.
Yeah. You got a good head of hair.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, the parts that are graying, they're nicely split up.
Well, that was a real. That was a real fuck you. That was like you're fat, but not in every place. Your toes are skinny. Yeah, I'm great.
Oh, your tiny mouth.
Yeah.
You couldn't even be honest for 1 minute. You couldn't even for 1 minute.
You
say
do have
something.
a good head of hair.
Anthony
I bet-
said
I bet
that.
no one in your family's bald.
I.
Right?
My brother is.
Really?
Yes. I want a real compliment of my
Arms.
physical appearance.
Strong
You
arms.
just said anything.
Your strong arms.
Be honest.
Yeah, you're strong.
I don't have strong arms. They're
Yes, you do.
noodles.
You can carry it. Things.
Greg, did I see this right on Facebook that you put up a post? That was.
Oh, this is going to hurt me. I know it. This is going to be a real embarrassment fest. Sorry, bully. Now I'm Rad Dudecast bullied.
Man, I never do this, but for the new year,
Oh, yeah.
can everyone tell me what they like?
No, I didn't say that. Didn't say that. It says, think of a memory that we share together.
Yeah.
A fond memory we share together.
Yeah.
And I love those things.
I know.
And I'll be honest, I posted that because I wanted people to say how I knew them so that people go, oh, I don't know this fucking person. Oh, that's how I know them. I was hoping for that, but it turned into a real... I was cowering in embarrassment.
Sure. I mean, this is kind
That made me
of...
laugh so
But I
much.
think people should do those.
Why do people do
Well,
them?
because it makes the internet better.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It makes the internet
Yeah.
a fucking hard place. Why can't you just say, hey, guys, why do you like me? Why should I keep going? Why can't we do that? Hey, guys, it's the 30th of the
not
month.
what the
You
internet's for.
need to
Yeah.
tell me why I shouldn't
Yes, man.
take a blade of glass and slit my carotid artery. Help me. Help me help you.
Fundamentally speaking, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be this more positive place. Just something about you doing it made me laugh.
Yeah, because it's like a vulnerable thing to do. The
Right.
comedians should see through that bullshit. But guess what? Sometimes we all fall. Sometimes we all say, fuck it. I want to know why I'm good.
I've done, I'm not that kind of status, but it's like, yeah, it's nice to get a compliment sometimes.
And that's the thing it's bad to get a compliment because sometimes people will put up things that clearly they're asking for it, but they're not asking for it. And
Right.
That's why we laugh at it.
Right.
Right.
But the truth is, like, maybe just go. Maybe every day. I'm gonna say this. Maybe once a month, you just go. Fuck it, guys. Give me a compliment. I need it. I need it. I'm having a rough one. But that's being vulnerable. And you fucking savages.
Look at us.
Because you're savages. You're mean people. Anthony's got a shirt on that he should. It's look at that Hawaii sweater. It's disgusting. You're dressed like a cat burglar. What the fuck? You're terrible people. I needed you guys today to boost me up.
In a situation
You
like
should
that,
have a small mouth.
Do you want comments from people you barely know? You don't want them from us. You don't want us.
I
jumping
want
in on
them
the
from
thread.
everybody.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Right?
I don't know.
I want my friends especially to tell me why they like me.
On a Facebook thread.
Hey, you're not going to do it in person. And I will say, to be honest with you, I stand behind what I'm saying right now.
No,
but I will
I
say,
agree with it.
I wrote that post, though, to really just be like, I have so many people that I don't know sure how I know them. I'd love for some strangers to be like, we went at the Kennedy Center.
There's a fun thing. There's a fun thing of someone reminding you some story about how you met.
Yeah,
the
that's
first time
fun.
they
I
saw
love
you.
that.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I like that.
And I'll
Usually
mine
you
material
don't. Usually
for that.
you don't think of stuff
Yeah.
like that, or you don't remember that. So it's fun
Yes.
when someone has a memory that you've forgotten.
And I'm a storyteller, and I have a bad memory.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking terrible combination. So I like to
Right.
get these stories reunited.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so let's get back to the questions. Unless you guys have another thing. We're only on 11 out of 100.
Stuck to your arms.
Ooh, number 10.
Yeah.
What do you like most that I do in bed? We're just skip. This is clearly
It's
a
lot of
lover's
sexual
questions.
stuff. Yeah, partner. Yeah.
Do you like the kissing or hugging? Okay, the favorite. Oh, what's your favorite day? What's your favorite? Okay, what's your favorite time? This doesn't have to be about us sexually.
yeah.
What's your favorite time of the day to be intimate with anybody?
Well, I like morning
Morning is fun.
because I have more energy.
Oh, really? I like night because
Really?
I rev up throughout the day. Then I'm most horny at night.
Really?
Yeah, because
Night's good, too.
I've taken in so many. I've taken in so many butts.
Lovers.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
taken in so much
Yeah.
that by the end I'm charged and I'm ready.
Ready to
And
reward
then I go. If I do it, I go right to bed, and then it's a sound sleep. It's so nice. The morning I don't like because then I'm just tired for the rest of the day.
Huh. Can I throw in on this?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I'd like to throw in that I don't like morning because I've got that morning boner that doesn't go away. It's like a non-coming boner.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
boner
yeah,
that
yeah.
lasts too
Yeah,
long and I don't
right.
come. I don't
It's a
like
neutral boner.
the night because I'm too tired. Sometimes I'm too tired. I love a middle of the day sex.
Oh.
Because it's spontaneous. It's anywhere.
12,
It's in front of
13.
some sculptures.
I like
It's at a
12,
bus
13
stop.
to 12, 17.
Yeah, you fuck in the middle of the day. No one knows it's coming.
No one
It's
knows.
secretive.
No one knows it's coming.
Especially the woman I'm having sex with. It's a trick. I like a trick sex.
That's not a thing you can say.
Yeah, I say, I put $1 on my penis. Do you want it in you? Here's how to get it in there.
$1.
No, $1.
It was a greedy piggy.
Yes. No, I'm not.
But yeah, morning Night. It's really
That's
really
funny. You
always.
go night. You go night. You go morning. He goes night. I go day. So we
But
could
again,
really.
if it's available at night, you make exceptions.
But I'm saying the combination of the three of us, we could please any woman.
That's true.
You know, a full
That's
day of
true.
lovemaking.
That is true.
We tag each other in.
I mean, we'd keep her busy. I don't know. About
Yeah,
pleased.
I don't know about please, but she wouldn't be bored.
Yeah, give her some
Yeah.
cash.
That would be a full day.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. Unless you guys have another thing planned, but I figured we
No. This is
next
great, man. I
hour.
love this get to know Dan quiz.
Yeah. Do you ever dream about? Have you ever had a dream about me, Dan?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know if I have.
Not sexually, but maybe
Not
I've showed up.
sexually, no. I don't know if in practice either.
Do you ever have a dream about
Yeah,
me?
I don't know. Now I'm racking my brain. I don't think so.
Yeah, I dream about both of you all the time, constantly. Yeah, I dreamed the other day about Anthony.
What
That
was it?
he didn't show up to our group. We have a friends group.
Yes.
And we all let Anthony didn't show up. And everyone was like, "Where's Anthony?" And we were like, "I don't know. He didn't show up." And we were all upset.
I don't remember.
This is from a week ago?
That's 2 days ago.
Oh, it's 2 days
I don't remember my dreams that often.
You have to write them down. You have to wake up
Rare,
and
I
write them
remember.
immediately down.
Yeah.
You always remember them?
No, I don't usually remember them. Sometimes they come back to me in odd moments.
Yes. If something happens
so, yeah.
early in the day that it reminds you.
Right. I was seeing a therapist for a little bit, like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago.
Yeah, you need
who
to go
had
back.
me what?
You need to go back.
I'm going to a different lady. I love Maureen.
Yeah.
But this other lady, she I think she was just a real hack. Honestly,
Yeah. Oh, that's
The
she
funny.
dream
just said
thing is
stuff,
such a fucking
Yeah,
hack.
she was just like
That is
you write
such
down
bullshit.
your dreams. Like
Fuck
she
that. What a fucking waste.
She wasn't good.
Yeah.
She immediately went to like the go-to therapy stuff where I'm
Sure.
like, I don't know, this seems like bullshit.
Boring.
Yeah.
She had me write down my
Fucking
dreams, and I did that for like a couple weeks, and then I would talk to her
Yeah.
about them, and then she would say nothing about them.
I had
I was like, well, then
She's-
why did I
She's
do
just
this?
treading water and stealing your money.
Yeah,
I
I think one of them. I think I said the N-word around Jordan was one of them.
Michael Jordan?
No, Jordan Temple. Michael Jordan?
You
no.
dream. Oh, you
I'm
gotta
pretty sure
Yeah.
because I remember writing that down and laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That
Michael Jordan, I'm pretty sure, would call anyone beneath him that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he says it in a more hateful way.
Yes, he looks
Yeah.
at the word very differently. Yeah.
than almost any white supremacist.
That is for subordinates. Like he
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
it in the way of like, oh, that's how you treat slaves. Like he doesn't see color. He just sees lesser than me.
beneath him.
Yeah.
Anyone who makes his Nikes
Yeah.
walks through the factory and just shouts it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that everyone at home
Yes.
has homework today.
Yeah.
When you go to sleep,
Yeah.
when you wake up in the morning, keep a pen and pad by you, and as soon as you wake up, write down your dream because that's the best way to remember them, and it's a great way to come up with stories. That's how I tell people half the shit I tell them is just a dream I had. You know, like what'd you do yesterday? I'm like, I was delivering some furniture, and then it turned into a bird. I'm like, what? And I gotta go.
That was such a waste. I had my old therapist wouldn't do the dream thing. I must have told you about this guy.
Yeah.
He told me he wouldn't listen to anything I said, really. He would just come back with stories of his own.
Right.
I'd
Yeah.
say something, and he'd be like, I met Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
Heard that story
Yeah.
5 times.
Right.
Saw him in a movie theater. There he was. Sheed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the dream therapist that I had, which was so enamored that I did stand up. That's all she wanted to talk about.
Oh.
I would
the
say
worst.
something, and she would just go, so you're on stage, and you look out at the crowd.
That's the worst.
What's that like? I'm like, I'm trying to tell you about my
Unrelated.
anger issues. And
Yes.
she's just like, boy, I don't know if I could do it. I'm like, all right.
That's so brave.
Yeah.
when they do
What
that.
are we? What am I'm paying you for?
Yeah, I had a guy do that to me. I paid him $100 to
Yeah.
do voiceover lessons. Voiceover lessons. And he goes, "Okay, speaking this microphone." I go, "Hello," and he goes, "So you do stand up, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "I think I could do stand up." And then he told me 45 minutes of material he wanted to do,
Right.
Yeah.
and then charged me $100.
Right.
I was like, "I should charge you,
Yeah.
to teach you about stand up." I never went back, and that's why I'm not a voiceover guy.
That's
with this
what-
voice. With this voice.
That's
I'm
not the only
doing-
door that's open in the world of voiceover.
That guy?
Yeah.
That's what they said. He told me that. He said, "I'm the only door. Listen to my stand-up." I don't even know how to get in a voiceover. Listen to this voice. I could sell you anything.
You got a great voice.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I made.
There you go.
Hang on.
That's a real compliment. You said you got a great voice.
and not
I
only
won't
that,
hear it. I won't hear it.
I made. Listen, and I showed you this, and you grumbled about your own talents. But I made. Did I show you the finished thing?
No.
I made this fully animated thing.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna. You want to plug? That I'm gonna.
Oh, the
premiere-
basketball thing.
That I'm gonna premiere at the Caroline's show
Oh,
on
cool.
January 30th, and I'm gonna. So I'll do stand up, and I'll premiere that. And Greg's the main character.
Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah,
now
the
I can't
coach.
Go. Now I can't go. I can't watch that.
You're the head coach, Herb Hancock.
Oh, I need to tell you. First of all, can we pause?
I mean, we're
well, I
talking.
mean, I
so,
don't
yeah,
know.
I don't know.
Two things I need to say. I have two things I need to say. We're going to switch gears. One,
Sure what's happening?
I want to tell you, Anthony, what they did at New York Comedy Club that I had to put the brakes on, and then I need to tell you about the worst audition I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
New York Comedy Club is a great club, and I
Yeah,
love them.
yeah.
But they wanted to do this nice thing where it was like a year in review of people who got things, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And so they were playing people's all these comedians
Yeah.
were sitting watching
Oh,
a
Jesus.
video of like a whatever.
Where,
and
like,
then
on stage?
on
or-
stage they put
okay.
like a video
Oh, this is like at
Screen,
their
okay.
holiday
at
party.
their party. They had everyone come in to
Oh.
watch, and then they were doing these videos, and people came up, and it was great. But then at the end, they were like, we just want to show people what people have done.
Right.
And they started playing people's like sketch videos
Oof.
and like stand up, and they
Nice.
played your cartoon from Comedy Central.
Yeah.
And I went, Anthony would not want this. And I went, all right, guys, we all got to go. And they're like,
Yeah.
I was like, we can't be doing this. We can't be watching other people's
No.
stand up.
Yeah,
That's
what are they
a
doing?
fucking nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
But I get the beautiful idea
I,
behind
of
it.
course,
like
I
you're
get the
trying
idea,
to
but it's
show. But it's like, here, have
Just-
my peers judge me.
Right. It's like, well, that's why I don't know. You don't show like a full scene. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I guess the Academy Awards or whatever. That's insane.
guess
Just show a
what's-
picture.
I guess
just
what's
go.
funny-
Anthony did a thing
Right.
this
Yes.
year.
What's
Great.
funny
That's
about
it.
that is it's like it's only it's the holiday party. It's
Yeah.
only comedians at
Exactly.
the holiday
Only
party.
comedians.
Only
It's
comedians.
It's not introducing you to
Yes,
anybody.
exactly.
It's people we all know, Anthony.
Right.
Yeah.
We saw him last night. We'll see him
Right.
tomorrow.
Now
Yeah.
and we're all high, and we're all in our own heads.
Yeah.
And we have to laugh at this.
Yeah, and you're just it's,
Have to.
It's so awkward.
Oh.
I get the intention.
I mean,
and
at least
think,
you weren't there.
No, thank God.
Yeah.
I would have left the room.
Yeah.
I can't. That's
I made
crazy.
everyone leave
Yeah. Thanks.
on your part.
Thanks.
I went,
Thank
we all-
you.
because
He pulled a fire alarm.
Thanks. Yeah,
Sprinklers
yeah.
came on.
Put an
Because there
axe
was a-
through the projector.
there was a few, and you could see people just going, "Oh wait, I don't know if I feel comfortable."
Yeah.
because that guy's not here. And then when
Yeah.
yours came up, it was like, "No, I like Anthony.
Yeah,
we can't do this.
We can't do this.
And we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
got up and left,
Totally.
and
Good.
we started partying again.
Great.
And that was not a disrespect
Yeah, well, that's
to you.
the other thing. No, not at all. It's just like it's such a masturbatory thing for like the time you're having
Yes.
a great time, we're partying
sure.
and stuff, and then it's just like watch this thing you've seen 1,000 times.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well, it's
I'm against it.
masturbatory if you're in the room.
Yeah.
But it's like to them, it's not. To them, they feel
To
like they're
them,
praising
yeah,
you,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is nice and
Yeah.
beautiful, and thank you.
Yeah.
But if to the guy who has to watch his own stand-up
Yeah.
in front of his friends,
Oh, ooh.
oh boy,
Icky. But I get what they're doing. I'm not saying that they're best of intentions.
oh,
it's just uncomfortable.
absolutely. But it's a thing that no one would
I'll
ever
say it.
possibly know.
They should
Yeah.
be ashamed of
They
themselves.
should-
I would have stood up and went, "Yo, this guy not funny AF."
So wait, what was and then the audition thing?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I had an audition go. Dan, have you ever been to an audition?
Yeah, they do an audition.
Have you ever felt the hot heat?
The first audition I ever went on, after I did the thing, the guy's like, "So are you an actor?"
Wow.
He knew I was there for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
It was not. It was very obvious that somebody sent me there for reasons other than acting.
Yeah.
and he wasn't sure why. I just wanted to know what it was that brought me there. I couldn't fool him. 3 lines.
Yeah.
It was not a giant monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So I get there. It's Crown Royale commercial.
Yeah.
Right? I walk in the door and I go, "Is there any sides?" Sides are, you guys know, but they don't know. They're like the lines that you
Yeah.
have to say. The line.
Yeah.
They give
Yeah.
you, in commercials, they give you 30 seconds to read shit.
Yeah.
Usually you get like a bunch of time
Right.
to whatever. And the
Right.
lady goes, "Now there's nothing. You just go in. It's going to be improv if you
Yeah.
can be funny." I go, "Okay." So then the lady goes, "You're last, so you better be good because they've seen everything." And I went, "I mean, don't do that."
Yeah.
Right?
That's-
And
Yeah.
so then I literally said to the guy's like, "Okay, before you go in, I want to tell you, you have to change some of the lines on the paper." And I went, "What paper?" And you went, "Does the lines, does the sides are right there?" And I went, "No, the lady said there was no sides." And she went, "No, there's sides. You got to go in and read these." So they give me this 20 seconds before I go in,
Yeah.
and it's 5 different characters, right? and the guy
jeez.
goes, "You need to just go right through and be a different character for every single line." And I go, "Well, that's impossible." And I am not. I'm going to be honest. I go in and I look at they have it written down, and I
Yep.
go, "Well, I can't read. Like, I just can't read. I can't read in front of people. This is embarrassing. I don't
Yeah.
know what to do."
Yep.
So then I try to go through it, and I'm stumbling, and I just see the guy go, "Oh," and I went, "Okay, can we just be done?" Like I said, I just
Yeah.
want to go home. Like I just
Yeah.
want to go home. I already didn't get this, so
Yeah.
I'll just go home.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Nah, man, just give us a good shot. You know, just give us a good shot."
Yeah.
And I go, "Okay, but like, let's be honest, this is already
This is over.
I already done.
We're trying
Yeah.
to be nice here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You don't
I've
need to
been
do
in
this
their
for
spot.
me.
I know what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, but guys, I've got confidence in other things.
Right.
I don't need to be good at this.
Yes,
you know,
it's fine. Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Nah, come on." And then the other guy goes, "Okay, cool. So I'm just going to go home." And I was like, "Yeah, well, that guy's already going home." He was like, "No, I'm not going home because of you." And I'm like, "You're going home because of me."
Wait, one of the producers?
One of the producers gets up and goes, "I'm going to go home."
Yeah,
They
yeah.
want me to do it. He says, "I'm just going to go home." And they're like, "No, but don't." So then I'm trying to read this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I can't do any of these characters.
None.
They're all offensive. I just was like, "You do 5 characters." So I was like, "Hey, I'm from the Bronx." I'm like, "Why did you do Chinese?" I just told the guy, I was like,
great.
so then I was like, "I'm just gonna, you guys, whatever." And they go, "No, thank you for coming out. That was pretty funny." And I'm in there for longer than anyone else. I then walk out, and the girl goes, "Didn't go so good, huh?" And I was like, "What?"
This lady's been worthless the entire time.
Yeah.
She told you there were no sides. She told you better be good. And
Yeah.
then said didn't go so
And
well.
didn't go so good. She goes, "I heard you say that you wanted to go home." No one's ever said they wanted to go home before. And I walked out and I went, "Oh, I'm not done with commercials. I'm done with comedy.
Yeah.
I'm done with being alive."
Oh, stop.
No. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit now.
Well, luckily for you, you're in a great Facebook group that's supportive and loving.
Yeah, I thought that I would come up with
But
something
there's
funnier
no.
at the end of that.
But I'm saying that's a totally different. People that are good on those like audition things,
Yeah.
that's like a skill set in and of itself.
Yeah, well, it turns out you have to
Yeah.
know how to read, and I can't read. I can't read in front of people. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
big one.
So, and I was like, I kind of want to be an actor. I'd love to be in stuff, but I can only be in them if they say,
if they like you,
make it up. Make it up
Yeah.
as you go. You're going to
Totally.
make the whole movie's a make them up.
You are right in that it's a very specific skill set. 'Cause
Totally.
A lot of the times, too, like you were saying, it's like this is a 30-second spot.
Yes.
And like honestly, sometimes you don't even have lines. It's
Yeah.
just, hey, look at that beam.
Right.
So it's more just you in the room being like, charming or like it's. I've seen people that I've been in the audition with, and then I see
Yes.
them on the commercial.
Right.
And I like knew in the audition that they're going to get it just
Right.
because of how much they're just like take over the room.
also,
And
yes,
I don't. I that has to be like in your personality.
100%. Like when I did that pilot and was like casting
Yeah.
people, I saw all these like real accomplished good actors
Yeah.
come in. So you saw how they did it.
Yeah.
And then you saw a couple comedians come in
Yeah.
who we all like.
Yeah.
And 100% of them, which is only like 4 or 5 of them, they were looking at the script for the first time
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
none
yeah.
of those pros
Of course
had.
not.
They all came in with like ideas.
Ideas
of,
for the
this is
character.
how-
Yeah.
Oh, he got B's in high school.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like they knew-
Totally. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
had these like custom made backgrounds for these people.
Yeah, I remember
They
I was
gave
in
you-
an audition once with a comedian. It was like for a movie, and
Yeah.
like he was just listening. And I think Soder even brought it up the other night. This thing called Line Learner, which I'm sure is like great, which you like can record the scene and then just listen to it over and over again to
Oh, cool.
memorize your lines.
Nice.
But it's like, yeah, there is a difference to that with him just being like, I'm just trying to memorize this
Right,
stuff,
right,
and like
right.
an actor who comes in with like a full idea
Yes.
of the character.
Yes, because in our heads, we're still at like, all right, I'll just say the words.
Yeah,
Because
yes.
all they're looking for is someone who can say the
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
Well, I said all the words.
yeah.
Do I get the part?
I hope I said them right. You know, like, yeah, right.
And they're just like, he might have a slight twang because I think he studied abroad
Yeah,
for a year.
yeah.
And he never quite lost a little of that Irish.
Right, and you're like, just give it to him. I mean, look at the amount of work that he's done.
Like, that's crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just heartbreaking to just go into a thing and be like, "Oh, I kind of would like to act," and then you
Yeah.
go, "Oh, I can't even read." Like act, I can't even read.
That's That's really.
What am
funny.
I gonna do?
Things I would watch some of these like great ones, like they'd read it and it would be amazing, and they'd be like, "And now, can I try a different thing? I had some other idea." Like they had
Right.
multiple.
Yeah.
They like, wrote multiple endings. To
Poor Greg is trying to make out letters on a page, and this guy's like,
Yeah.
"Can I do it Cajun? I
I was
kind of
going-
see him as Cajun."
To ha. What's the T and the H do? The. Oh, that's that.
You think the guys
T-hat.
two are like, I don't know if you're doing this on purpose, but
Oh.
just don't try it not retarded. I don't know if that's what you're trying to
That's-
do.
The character I'm doing is a person who is illiterate and has a brain damage. He has a single brain damage.
I didn't know this was double-sided.
Yeah.
I only read half of it.
All right, guys, why don't we land this thing? What do you say?
Okay.
Unless you have another segment you want to bring up.
No, man. I'm all good.
Yeah. All right. Dan, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, January 30th, Caroline's on Broadway. Ron Bennington's hosting it. I'm headlining. Yeah, I don't know, get tickets, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm going to be on a video he's going to show.
Yeah, Greg's
That's
starring in it.
Do you think this is going to come out before tomorrow or no?
No, it's going to come out on Tuesday.
Oh, it's going to come out on
We did
Tuesday.
this
2018. the
What's
first
that?
I think we did this week's. Didn't we do this week's?
Oh, I think we did.
First podcast.
Yeah.
of
I think we did.
The new year.
Let me see if I have anything.
Guys, give it to the Patreon or don't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Are we still doing that?
Give to the Patreon.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
money in there. I got to give it to. Well, here's the thing: is
We got to figure that out.
here's what we got to do: is we need to. We haven't touched any of the money. I've never brought any of it out. There's so much money in there, somewhere over upwards of $100,000. I was going to just get us a Rad Dudecast Mercedes, and then we'll do the podcast in the Mercedes.
I would. Yeah,
We bring the equipment.
I like that a lot.
Sit in there
That's
once a
really
week.
fun, man.
You have to prorate Dan's time. I don't know how much money
Yeah.
we have to prorate him.
Yeah, we
yeah.
got to prorate him.
We got to prorate him.
I like this Mercedes idea, though. It all goes to us doing a podcast in a rented Mercedes. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Never drive it.
Yeah,
It
it's
stays
just
parked.
sit there, parked, and do it from there. That's great.
That's the thing is we never gave anybody the things for their Patreon,
Sure.
but then we also never used any of the money.
Yeah, so it's a real stalemate.
It's a real stalemate.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll probably use the money to get better equipment when we have reached equipment level of money.
Yeah, well, we also might go on that network.
Yeah, what's going on with that? We were
I don't
supposed to
know.
go.
what's
We
the deal
got
with
to
that?
talk to. We got to once the new year starts. We got to really stay on Becky about that.
Yeah, and about my movie not my movie,
The show,
my album.
the album. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Well, what are you plugging?
I don't know. Dan's show, and then I got a show at the Fat Black Pussycat, January 24th.
With
Oh,
I
nice.
think it's at 7 or 8.
I'm at Comics the 3rd through the 7th. Mohegan Sun at Comics in Connecticut. I'm headlining some nights, and then some nights I'm featuring for Luis Gomez, who I am gonna bury. That's crazy. I'm gonna bury him. Are you crazy? Rattlesnake my ass. I'm gonna put that guy in the
Real ass
ground.
statement.
Oh man, yeah.
And then Ryan Brouth, I'm doing a show on the 27th. Ryan Brouth at a brewery with you, Anthony. I think I'm doing it with
When?
you. Not the 27th?
No, that's not with me.
Oh, that's it. That's some other shit, but none of it means anything. Well, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. Oh, no.
No.
54 seconds. That was 1 hour and 54 seconds. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I love all of you. You're all wonderful people. And I want to say this. The Rad Dudecast After Dark page, the Facebook page, if you're not in it, get in it. It's such a great group of people. Such nice people in that group.
Oh, yeah,
all the
there is.
Rad Dudecast
Yeah.
fans are such nice people. Well, one guy was weird, but everyone else has been so great.
Invite your friends. Add people. Sometimes I add people to the group. I don't even know.
Yeah, then they get out.
Yeah.
I think I made you a admin before you were even on the podcast.
Yeah, and then I think took it away also before.
Oh, yes, I had to take it from you. You were abusing your powers.
It's a real roller coaster.
You're adding anybody. Anyway. Oh,